Minecraft, the Dragon's Curse. The dragon was terrified, not of war, not of monsters, but of humans. They were advancing too fast, discovering things they were never meant to understand. They were getting closer, closer to him. So the dragon made a decision, a dark one. It released a mysterious purple dust, an ancient curse, spreading it across every portal ever created. Its purpose was simple. Anyone who tried to cross dimensions would lose their mind. At first, humans didn't notice. Their experiments continued. They built massive portal frames using obsidian, igniting them with fire, tearing open reality itself. And it worked. They created a gateway to another world, the Nether, a place of fire, lava, and endless danger. But the moment they entered, the curse activated. The purple dust consumed them instantly. Their bodies changed, their minds shattered. They became zombies. The infection didn't stop there. It spread, faster than anyone expected. Cities collapsed, civilization crumbled. Humanity was losing. And then Steve appeared. No one knew where he came from. Some said he was just a survivor. Others believed he had been studying ancient magic long before the disaster. But one thing was certain. He understood what was happening. Steve tried to warn everyone. The portals are cursed. The dragon is behind this. We have to stop using them. But no one listened. They laughed. They called him insane. A man obsessed with myths and forbidden knowledge. So Steve worked alone. He began experimenting in secret, searching for a cure, testing different potions, enchantments, ancient spells. His first test subjects? The villagers. Strange, quiet beings, not fully human, but not animals either. Steve called them intelligent monkeys. At first, every experiment failed. Some villagers became more aggressive, others didn't survive. But Steve didn't stop. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, until finally, it worked. The infection reversed. The villagers were cured, and not just them. A few of Steve's loyal friends, the only ones who believed him, were saved too. But it wasn't enough. The world was still falling apart. Monsters were everywhere. Zombies, skeletons, creatures that only existed in nightmares. Steve realized something terrifying. This wasn't just a curse. This was war. So he made a choice. Not just to survive, but to fight back. He enchanted his tools, crafted new weapons, a powerful bow, arrows reinforced with spider silk for greater precision and strength. He learned to fight from a distance, to stay hidden, to strike without being seen. During his journey, Steve encountered something strange. Tall, silent creatures watching him from afar. The Endermen. They didn't attack at first. They just observed, moving blocks, whispering in distorted voices. Almost like they were trying to communicate. But the moment Steve made eye contact, they became hostile, violent, as if something was controlling them. Steve began to suspect the truth. The dragon wasn't just spreading a curse, it was controlling entire species, turning them into servants. Determined to end it, Steve pushed forward. He entered the Nether again, this time prepared. There, he faced the blazes. Blaze, floating creatures of fire. Guardians of ancient fortresses. Their attacks were relentless. Fireballs lighting the air, heat burning everything around him. But Steve adapted. He built defenses, created safe paths, and one by one, he defeated them. Using their remains, he crafted blaze powder, a key ingredient, one step closer to the truth. Next came the Endermen. Dangerous, unpredictable, but necessary. Steve fought them carefully, avoiding their gaze until the right moment. Collecting their ender pearls, piece by piece, step by step, until finally, he combined everything and created the Eyes of Ender. The eyes led him across the world, through forests, oceans, mountains, ruins of a fallen civilization, until he found it, the Stronghold. Deep underground, hidden for centuries, a final gateway. Steve activated the portal and stepped through. The end. A silent, empty world, floating islands, a black sky, and in the distance, the dragon. Ender Dragon. But this world had its own rules. There was no rest, no escape. Steve quickly learned the hard way. Trying to sleep meant death. Beds didn't work here. They exploded. So he used that to his advantage. Steve studied the dragon, its movements, its patterns, its moments of weakness. He destroyed the healing crystals, dodged its attacks, used explosive traps at the perfect time. The battle was long, exhausting, brutal. But Steve didn't stop. He couldn't. This wasn't just about survival anymore. This was for humanity. And finally, the dragon fell. Silence. For the first time in a long time, there was peace. Steve approached the remains, And there it was, the dragon egg, a symbol of victory, or maybe a warning. He returned home not as a survivor, but as a legend. With the people he saved and the villagers, they began rebuilding, slowly, carefully. But something still felt wrong. Because far away, in the empty end, the Endermen were still there, watching, free. And maybe they were never the real enemy.